Hey guys, so welcome back to my next podcast, which is this one. Guys, you know what? This is how to reevaluate. Now, what does reevaluate mean? When you hear the word reevaluate, it means self-reflect. It means let's now take a step back and see how our actions are going in life. What can we do to really better our lives? So when you're a person who is reevaluating, you're really self-reflecting and self-evaluating everything that you do. Now, in that, you'll find the wisdom in that. Now, John C. Maxwell is a mentor of mine who has taught me re-evaluation. Now, because I'm here to explain and really teach you what self-reflection is, no matter what, John C. Maxwell is one of my inspirations who's actually taught me how to really intentionally grow. Now, because I can actually grow now, I can actually teach you now how to do the same aspect of life. Now, you have to realize now, to be able to reevaluate yourself and self-evaluate yourself, you have to realize that you need a business strategy. You need to be business mindset. You need to be a leader person. You need to be a person who is leader-like. Now, what does this all have in common? It means that you need to write notes. Now, that's the only way that you will ever self-reevaluate anything in life. Now, when you write it down, guess what happens? You see it, and guess what? Once you see it, you can fix it. You understand? So say you have 1,000 thoughts in your mind now. Are you able to relocate thought 500? So say you have 1,000 thoughts. Out of 1,000 thoughts, there is the 500th thought. Are you able to really drag out of your mind that thought? Do you understand what I mean? No matter what, when you're writing everything down is a sequence, you realize that, for example, say your number one thought, you actually label it as 1, and then you write your thought. Then you label your second thought as 2, and you write it down what you're thinking. And then realize you do that 1,000 times. Now, guess what you've done? You just helped give value in the world. Now, because you gave value, within that 1 to 1,000 thoughts that you had in that space of time, you realize that you've never wasted your time. Why? Because you've seen your thoughts. You've actually observed your thoughts in that time. Now, I observe my thoughts every single second of every single minute of every single day of every single week of every single month of every single year of every moment. Do you understand? Why? Because a person who observes their mind is a person who's never scared. Observe your mind always, because that's how you self-re-evaluate, and that's how you re-evaluate everything. Do you understand? So you have to realize now, to re-evaluate is to write your thoughts down so that you can self-reflect, so you can really do something in life. Guys, realize this, that when you're a person who's really writing everything down in a journal, you realize how you can plan better. Now, my Instagram, in terms of my Mega Drive, guys, when you click my Instagram bio link, you go into my Mega Drive. Guys, you'll see a journal inside my Mega Drive. You'll see how I really lay the foundation on my candy ass. You understand? When I write everything down, I learn it. Do you understand? When you write something down in your own words, you'll learn quickly. So no matter what, you need to be able to write all your thoughts down. That way you will learn automatically how to self-reevaluate everything. So once you're evaluating yourself and you're realizing no matter what happens, that you're a person who's writing everything down, you realize that you're getting smarter, that you're starting to build more of a mindset, that you're starting to really get aware, that you're starting to really build that wisdom that you need. You may be a person who has problems in, say, life. Go write your life's problems down inside a journal and realize that will no longer be a problem. It's that easy to solve your problems. Do you understand? Once you see the problem, you'll never ever be a problem because you'll be able to solve it on paper. Now, in this term, on paper, make sure that you have an electronic phone where you can actually have a journal inside your note system in your phone. You have a notes application in your phone and start writing on a daily basis your thoughts. And guys, you can write ebooks in that journal. You can write your thoughts all day long. You can write anything in terms of lists, in terms of planning the day ahead, planning the year ahead, everything. You can talk about everyone, and then you can show everybody. Do you understand? You can show everybody your thoughts and what you're doing. Do you understand that there is an importance of your life that you need to realize, that you show everybody your thoughts? Because guys, when you expose your thoughts and who you are, you will become more of a person who is in the truth. Now, the truth shall set you free. As long as you are writing down your thoughts, you will overcome schizophrenia, you will overcome any mental health disease, you'll overcome bipolar. Guys, it's very easy to overcome anything that you have right now. You can overcome weight loss issues, you can overcome mental health issues, you can overcome anybody in terms of family members, in terms of yourself, in terms of anything. So realize this, that you are your only family in life and that your biological family is different. Okay, you came from a biological parents. So no matter what, you came from out of this world, sorry. You came from something beyond this world. No matter what, realize this, you need to be a person who's far ahead of the crowd. And the best way to do that is to plan ahead. The best way to plan ahead is to make sure that you write in your journal. When you write in your journal, this is how to self-reevaluate your systems. So no matter what, that's how you do it. You understand? You reevaluate your systems through writing in the journal. You understand? Once you do that, you realize a set strategy where you can really read between the lines and you can really see what you're saying in every single aspect of your life. And nobody else has to understand you as long as you are growing. As long as you're growing, you're able to plan in that journal everything that you need to do in daily life, in the next year, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 50 years, in 100 years, in 200 years. Depending on how much you can go, you need to write value in that journal. So you can write quotes in that journal, you can write your thoughts in that journal, you can write ebooks in that journal, you can write chapters in that journal. You understand? So you may have a Samsung right now, you may have an iPhone, you may have a Nokia, whatever you have. You may have a laptop, you understand? You may have something with you right now that can help you write notes. You can get yourself an exercise book and you can do the same thing. Okay? You have no excuses for why you can never write your thoughts down. If you have no hands in life, then guess what? You can speak it out because you have no other choice. And you have to be able to do that. No matter what, guys, you have to start really writing your thoughts down and speaking more often in your daily life. Now, to do that, you can be an introvert and do that. You can be an extrovert and do that. And guys, you can speak more than women. You can speak more than men, no matter what. You have to realize, the person who speaks more in life to themselves every single day does it in a journal. That's how I do it. I speak more and more than most people in life. Why? Because I write more and more in my journal. You understand? And when I write in my journal, I write with me, learning with me, how I can live my life better so that I can self-reflect and love my life. Now, when you're a person who's looking long-term, you realize that planning is everything. That planning will actually help you do business strategies. So, do you understand what business strategies are? It's just planning. It's just your ability to plan everything, to schedule everything, to realize that you are someone, that you are somebody. Do you understand? So when you are somebody in life, you realize that you need a plan and you need to succeed in your journal first. You need to write everything down. You need to really self-evaluate everything, and that's how you intentionally grow. John C. Maxwell. You understand? You need to write your thoughts down. You need to write your ideas down. You need to be a person who is really into yourself. So when you're talking with yourself on a daily basis, you can use my examples in my Mega Drive and my journal. You can read all my ideas and you can also stimulate your ideas with my ideas. So say you do have two phones, maybe you have a laptop, you open my note system in your laptop or phone, then you look at my notes and then you read my notes and then you press tabs, you go into a next tab and then you write your own notes on what I've written, and you write your own ideas inside your journal in your kind of way, and that way you've paraphrased it and you've learned something. Keep that thought. Once you paraphrase something in life, either you can do in terms of you can get yourself a quote creator, and then every time you grab yourself an idea, go and write it down in a quote. And it's your quote. You paraphrase it in your original sentence. Once you do everything originally, in terms of never copy other people and their exact words, but you copy their words, and what you do is you paraphrase it into your own wording. So when you're doing that, you're realizing you use one word from the sentence, that's all you need, and you use the rest of the words in your own sentence. So say, let's paraphrase over here. This is how you self-reevaluate anything in life. Success is the foundation of empathy. Now, in this quote, Success, empathy, strikes me. Go use empathy as just the word empathy. Go write about empathy. Go write a quote about empathy. What is empathy for you? Whatever you come up with, you have the best answer. Empathy is success. Bam bam. I just made a beautiful another quote from that same quote. Now, empathy is success. Success is. Okay, I'll start with success is. And I'll make something bigger from that quote. Success is the foundation of living a better life. I just made 3 quotes, really quick. And then from that quote, I'll just say better life. I'll start off with better life. A better life is something that you can really grasp in a better way. That's something now, that's 4 quotes. A better way, I'll use now my next quote as a better way. A better way to do something in life is something that you can really prosper with. That's 4 quotes, so it's 5 quotes already. I've just made quotes, guys. I have over 20,000 quotes, right? And I'm not a master in anything. Realize this, I'm not a master, I'm a student of life. I'm always growing. I'm a master of growing. Sorry guys. So currently here, I just have to do that. No matter what, you have to realize, you need to be a person that's far outweighing everybody else. So realize that you become a person of integrity, someone who is really, really amazing in what you're doing. So you see how I paraphrase all these quotes into other quotes? How do I do that? Because I've learned some skills in life. And now I'm teaching you these skills because I'm a student. A student is a teacher. Do you understand? A teacher never masters anything. What I teach is already what I've mastered already. Do you understand? So what I've taught you in the most previous 11 minutes is I've already mastered it. Now we're moving on into better ideas. And a student must speak ideas. And that's when you reevaluate everything. And when you're reevaluating ideas, what are you really doing? You're expressing yourself in a different manner every single time. You're doing something in your life right now that's really, really going to help you move forward. What's that? Communication skills. Communication is everything. Communications in life in terms of ideas is going to help you move forward. Use communication to your ability to really, really prosper, to succeed, to have something amazing, to be productive. Guys, communication is key to selling yourself, being a salesperson, being a marketing person, being a genius. A person who can ever write a quote was never anybody. You understand? You need to be able to write a quote. So that's why from this video, you can extract one word and make up your own 1-hour video. It's so easy. In the same quote version, you can, for example, watch this video and pick up notes based on my stimulus and my ideas. You pick up an idea. An idea can be a word, such as the quote that we were doing. And what you can do is, you can start making your own ideas through my ideas by picking up the sentence that I gave, and then it may strike an idea within you based on your own idea that I never even realized to even give you. You understand? You may have come up with some new idea. So this is where the 5-second rule comes in from. Mel Robbins has a book, The 5-Second Rule. Now, once that light bulb strikes, you have an idea. You have 5 seconds to start writing that idea. You have 5 seconds, and within that 5 seconds, you must write that idea. Otherwise, the longer you wait in time length to be able to put that idea into practice, what do I mean? So you need to write that idea as quickly as possible into your journal, or into a quote, into an idea, and write it in your own words based on what you just learned. When you write it down, that's the definition of practice. When you put in a video such as this, I've just been practicing for the past 14 minutes in this video. Do you understand? I've been practicing. I've been putting this video into practice. I've been doing my content and over 20,000 quotes, and I've been putting it 20,000 times into practice. I grab an idea, I'll put it into a quote quickly. I teach something that I just learned in terms of an idea. I struck an idea, bam, there's my idea. What was my idea? Bam, that was my idea. Do you understand? My idea was bam, to say the word bam. That's my idea. I just applied the idea.
Why? It's a new expression. Go and look for new expressions of mine. You grab an idea, write it down into a quote, write it down into your journal, write it into an audio, make a 1 hour audio based on that one idea alone. That's what I'm saying. Make a 1 hour video. That's how you self-reevaluate. Self-reevaluation is a term used where you can express different vocabularies in life. Danny Milivojevic. From that word, now you can use vocabularies. To extend your vocabulary, you need to be a person who is really foundational. Now, vocabularies is another word for vocabulary. It's the same word, just different grammar. In a sense, so now, based on what I'm saying, guess what? I'm just going back on my words and making sure that my words are always learning. I'm always learning from what I say. So when you're speaking with somebody, make sure you're using their communication skills so that you can really boost your life and be somebody. You understand? Be somebody who's really, really into yourself. So guys, I'm just in the toilet right now doing this amazing video for you. Just realize that light may switch off, but make sure no matter what, I'm never switching off. Guys, no matter what, realize this. You guys need to realize there's something amazing in the expression of mind. What is that? It's self-reevaluation. The ability to self-reevaluate your mind is a new expression of mind. The expression of mind is self-reevaluating. So to be able to really self-reflect is to be able to write thoughts down. It's to be able to take action. It's to be able to learn something. It's to be able to be open-minded. It's to be able to be curious. It's to be able to be interesting in your daily life and talk about yourself all day long. That's what I do in my journal. Guys, I write over 80 hours a week in my journal. I'm single to mingle. And guess what? I never mingle either. Why? I have no time to mingle with women. Why? I take myself seriously. I take my life seriously, you understand? Because I'm a person who picks career over a woman. I pick my success and financial career over a woman. I'd rather have the money first, you understand? In terms of woman, I'd rather have the money over the woman right now, you understand? In the short term. Now, no matter what, you have to realize, with life, I'm first. I'm above money. I'm above everybody in my life. I'm always above. I'm the number one person in my life. But in terms of business, I put business first over women. I never go chase women. I never go nightclubs. I never go casino. Unless it's just a casino that is very new to me, I may go once and just see the structure and see how it is. Otherwise, it's all drunk people over there. It's all gamblers over there. And I never know anybody over there, and I never even know myself. So no matter what, guys, you have to realize, I see them, I see who they are, and I just stay away from them. Why? They're drug addicts. They're gamblers. They're 9-to-5ers. I stay away from those people. I go where the rich go. Where is that? Where does the rich people go? Where do the rich people go? The rich people on Instagram, the rich people on YouTube. I follow them every single day. And what I do is I stay alone. I stay away from the crowd. I'm just alone. I'm writing my journal every single day, working on my mindset, doing these videos, doing my Instagram. I'm traveling the world by myself. That's the life. Keep that thought. Now, what is that life? That's a self-reevaluated life. To be able to do that, guys, you need to realize, to be able to do that, you need to write in your journal. You need to be able to do videos. You need to be able to do self-education. And you need to be able to realize that the long term is everything. That when you're living life and you're free to travel, to really work on yourself, to really put business first, to really stay away from certain aspects of life so that you can prosper, succeed in the short term in terms of having more money than women in life. Do you understand? You have to realize that in the short term, money is more important than women. Because in the long term, once you have more money, you know, for you ladies, once you have more money, more guys will chase you. For you guys out there, for you men, once you have more money, more status comes your way. Women will chase you. You understand? So guys, realize now, you need more money now. But first, what you need is health. Realize this, my health comes first.
That's the reason I never even go with women, because I realize now that, say I did chase women, guess what happens? I could have really learned something in that space of time of 8 hours, which is so long for me. 8 hours of time. Think about, for example, the weekend. 8 hours of time is a long time for me. You may be a person who's going clubbing on Friday, and you may be investing your time from 7 p.m. to 3 p.m. From 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. Some party goers go from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. just partying. Some people go 7 p.m. to 7 p.m. Guys, you have to realize, I was one of those people. I was partying with 24/7 on ice. Yeah, I was on the ice for 24/7. It's never the lifestyle, guys. Believe me, never take ice, never take drugs, never take cocaine. It will rip away your heart, it will rip away your mind, it will rip away your finances, it will rip away your skin, it will rip away everything that you have. Your biological family will say, get lost. You'll go to prison. You'll be a junkie. You'll be on the street. You'll be homeless. Is it worth it? Your kids will leave you. Your wife will take your kids. No matter who you are, you become a drug addict and a negative role model more than enough, I promise you, you'll be a person who's always losing. Now listen, you never need to be less than who you are. Be more than you are. Be more than you are. Now realize this, that you never be a junkie in the first place. Okay, never be a junkie in the first place, but realize that you must be more than enough. You must be a person more than enough. Now, in terms of what I said, you have to realize a person who is a junkie over a long period of time is always devaluing themselves. Who is a junkie in their life? Junkies are people who are degrading themselves in a negative manner. They can be watching pornography, they can be a drugger as well. They can be a person who is never reading, you understand? Somebody who's just wasting time. They're all junkies, you understand? They're just people who take people's time and money, you understand? The real definition of a junkie is a person who is negative. That's it. Now, I'm not a junkie because I'm always growing, you understand? I'm always growing. Now, people who are never growing are junkies. That's it. I'll just stay away from junkies in life, do you understand? Now, there's also a sentence that says junkies are just druggers. Also, they're druggers. You understand? The druggers also, the people who drink alcohol, cigarettes, and they eat cigarettes too. Do you understand? They smoke the fuel, they eat glue. You understand? No matter what. You have to realize, I was a person who ate glue. I was a person who done all those drugs. You understand? I never took heroin, but guess what? I took cigarettes. And cigarettes is worse than heroin, honestly. Cigarettes will kill you more than heroin ever will. You understand? I'd rather be a person on heroin than a person on cigarettes. Believe me. Now you have to realize that no matter what happens, you need to really live your life in a better way. Be a person who's really, really successful in what you're doing. And realize that no matter what, you need to try new things, and the best way to do it is in your journal. Write new thoughts. Write something amazing. Write something that no matter what you do is your life. Okay? Write your life down on paper and realize that you matter. You matter, so you need to talk with yourself every single day, 24/7. So you start off by writing more and more. And nothing else. Write as much as you can. When you're doing video content, do as much as you can. When you're doing audio content, do as much as you can. Why is this so important? Because it's a way for you to self-reflect. It's a way for you to meditate. It's a way for you to be at peace. It's a way for you to be away from the crowd. It's a way for you to be business first, brand yourself, and realize branding is everything. Guys, watch my video on how to brand yourself. Watch my video on how to forgive. It's very important. No matter what, realize now, I'm a coach, I'm a life coach. Many people never know about me. I never even know about me. Realize this, I'm totally new, but I'm here for the next 73 years and more. I'm a 27-year-old, guys, I'm planning to live over 100. You understand? And I'm very serious about my business. Now you have to realize that I'm here to support you for the rest of your life. No matter what, I'll make sure that you get to where you need to go, but you need to invest time in me. Now your time is money, and I realize that. And we are here to collaborate together to build ourselves to be a better person. As you learn ideas from me, I'm applying the ideas for myself. So you are just
hearing my ideas. You may be stimulating right now your own ideas. I'm sequencing and transforming my ideas into a better way for me to ingrain my ideas in a newer way so that I can still talk about what I do in a better way. Do you understand? Because that's how you really learn. You learn by paraphrasing what you have already said into a new manner. Remember? Those quotes that I said, that's how self-reevaluation starts. Now that's what John C. Maxwell taught me. He taught me the mode of, hey, jot your ideas down in a journal. That's all I done. I did that, and with some information in the background, John C. Maxwell said, when you're jotting down ideas, and you self-reflect upon the day of what happened, and you write it down, you will learn the wisdom about that situation. You understand? And when I start reflecting upon this video, I may start, for example, in my journal now, since I've already done 26 minutes for you, I might say, wow, this video was very important for me because I really learned how to express my mind. I'm a person now who's far greater because this is just an amazing time for me now in my life, and to be able to teach that in my video is just an incredible time that I can really have even more. And then I learned something in that sentence. You understand? I build my confidence moving forward, and then I can continue and I can say, now since they can see that video, I can now push on and go do what I need to do. I can make sure that I have to upload now. What do I have to upload? I have to upload my content now. I have to upload this video. I have to do something. I have to do my content. Do you understand? So no matter what, I have photos to upload. I have videos to upload. So guess what? My journal keeps me in paradise. It keeps me on task. So I just said I have to upload now. So straight away I see I have to upload my video now. And I stop my journal and I just go upload my video. It keeps me on point. You understand? It's a self-evaluating experience. Do you see how that is? You have to see this video. You never understand this video, you just see it. Now understanding is see. Just remember that. You need to understand this video by seeing it and never really being confused about the words. You understand? Just make common sense of the video. Make common sense of your life. Why would you wear ripped shoes when you can wear brand new ones? Do you understand? Why would you wear ripped clothes when you can wear new ones? Make common sense. Be newer. Why would you wear clothing that you have in your locker when you can get yourself clothing every single day? Do you understand? That's a newer perspective. You may be a person who says, oh, I have this whole big wardrobe of clothes. I say throw it away right now, because you never need the negative baggage that you have. What you need is newer clothing every single time, every single day. I need you to be new clothes, new fashion designer clothes. I need you to be really serious about your business. That's where you need to get to. You understand? I'm at the point of my life where I'm changing my clothes every single day now. Every single day I'm changing my clothes. Why? Because I love to look good. I love to feel sexy. I love to be a person who's in integrity. I love to be seen as somebody branding themselves in new clothing every day. I'm always new. I'm traveling with new clothing every single day. You understand? Now realize this. You need to also do that. You need to get to the point of doing that. How do you do that? Now, from where you are, you may have a 5-year time where you can do that. You have to write and plan how to do that. It takes for you to do more planning so you can make more money, so you can do that, so you can build more fame. You need to make yourself into the person that everybody needs to see. And how do you do that? The only way you can do it is to start your journal and start planning right now. You need to plan for it. You need to prepare for it. There's no other way. Those people who are just working on 5, they come back home and what are they doing? They're with the wife, they have kids, and they're feeding the kids, they may go to a restaurant, they may go to a cinema, they sleep, the kids are in bed, they're having sex, and guess what? They wake up, they have to go 9 to 5 again. Then they come back home and then they watch TV together and they're with the kids and play Monopoly this time. Do you see that life? That life's going nowhere. They're going nowhere. They have 5 kids, they're going nowhere doing that. They're just broke people. They're just living in one town with their life. They're doing something around their family. That's most people. You need to be somebody who's as good as Grant Cardone and better, because Grant Cardone has, for example, a jet. you understand? He's got a jet, and every day he's flying on that jet somewhere. How exciting is that life? So he brings his family on his private jet. He never has to line up in the airport with people. He never has to fly economy. You understand? All Grant Cardone does, he has his own jet. He gives $8 million a year for it, to maintain it, for the fuel, for the petrol, whatever, and for the pilot. The pilot drives him anytime, anywhere. He just gets in his plane and goes. He goes over here to Hawaii because he has a business meeting. From Hawaii, he flies to Japan because he has to give his own public speaking event. 2 days here, 2 days here, 2 days here. That's an amazing life experience. Do you see the difference between the people who are just around their family and just working 9 to 5 and Grant Cardone, who's just flying the world with his jet? And people asking him, people are saying, how can you gain that jet? Because for them, it's never worth it. They're saying, now, having a jet is worth it. How can it never be worth it? Do you understand? It just makes sense. Have more in life. Have a jet. Why would you get a car when you can get a jet? Have a super jet. Go around the world. But only people who are actually reevaluating themselves and planning in life can actually achieve a jet. Do you understand? So being around those people who have actually done it are right now the best for you in terms of life. I still learn from Grant Cardone, but guess what? I still have to do my own videos. I still have to give you ideas. I still have to make sure, no matter what, that I plan and do these videos over the next 73 years to be able to achieve a jet. I have to plan in a journal every single day to be able to achieve that jet. I have to work for it. And guess what? It happens overnight. It happens overnight. Eventually, it will happen. Why? I believe in it. I believe in myself to be able to achieve it. Why? I'll get the real estate. I've already learned some real estate. I still have more to go. No matter what, I'm planning for it. Right now, I'm preparing to fly that jet around the world. I believe in it totally. I will be in that jet. I deserve a jet in my life. All I have to do is put my thoughts to paper. I have to put my words into audio and video. Guys, I have to be a mega star around the world. What am I doing now? I'm planning for it. I'm doing it inside this video right now. I'm actually making sure that I live my life. So, my apologies for this light that's really turning off right now. And you have to realize that sometimes when you see fear, you just have to look for it. You have to look for fear. If you're a person who's fearing life, go and write everything about your fear in a journal. Go teach it. It's so simple. Go see my previous video, which is how to overcome fear. I teach you how to overcome fear. It's so simple. Guys, all you do is realize that you need to be a better person. You need to realize that a journal is also some type of way that you can actually teach everything that you're evaluating more and more. You're experiencing your own wisdom. Through your own wisdom, you can multiply your wisdom. Through what you already learned and seen in terms of truth, your truth shall set you free. You understand what that means? When you see the truth, you will achieve that jet. I see it in my hands right now. I see the jet is right here. I'm walking in the jet right now. Why? I see it with my truth. I see that I'm walking in the jet right now, and I see my wife. She's very beautiful. And my kids are 3 of them right now. I have 2 boys and 1 girl in my jet right now. And then guess what? I'm flying. Where am I flying? I'm flying to Chicago. I'm going to Chicago. I see it with my truth, actual truth. I see my truth right now. Do you understand? When you see in the future, you're looking in the future with your truth. You see the future with the truth. You understand? In this video, I hope that you see me also with your truth. You're actually looking at me through the truth. You're seeing the truth in what I do. You're never looking at the words of what I say. You're looking at the truth. Where is the truth? You're seeing the truth. It's in me. You understand? It's in me. You're looking at my truth. When you see this video, when you're hearing the words, you're looking for the truth in my words. That's the common sense. Do you see that common sense right there? That's the truth. Do you see that again? Here is another truth. Do you see that truth right there? This is all we're talking about. This is me and you. This is us. This is us. This is never nasty. You understand? This is now us growing. This is us growing into a better life. So in order for me to produce this video, what I have to do is I have to see truth in what I say, to be able to make common sense of what I say so that I can really help you. Only my truth can help you, nothing else. There are many people who are walking astray in life, teaching nobody nothing. Why? They never have a journal. They're never writing their goals down. Have you ever seen that quote that says 97% of the world is run by 3% of the world? Why? Because 3% of the world is writing their goals down. Now for me, it's that 1% of the world is writing their goals down. I always see the world in black and white. And I'm a black and white person. And I'm a colourful person. I'm both aspects, but I see the world as black and white. I see the world as you can never have alcohol and growth at the same time. You can never have Jesus and cigarettes at the same time. You understand? You can never do that. You can never have that in moderation. You can see that. You can see that many doctors are saying for them to take pills and all that. Guys, you have to realize, no matter what, a pill will never solve the issue. You never take drugs in moderation. You never believe the doctors. You believe yourself. You understand? You can see that medication is never the way. Do you see that medication is never the way? How can medication solve your problems? Do you see what medication is? People are complaining about a drug. What does the doctor do? It gives them more drugs. Do you see that? It makes sense, yeah? They're saying that they're going into, do you understand? They're going into the doctor's office, they're saying, oh, my pain. You understand? And what does the doctor say? Oh, I'll give you this pain relief. Come on. Never go to the doctors in the first place. Grant Cardone says to me in a video, because I watch Grant Cardone every day, he's my inspiration. You understand? And I'm the most massive inspiration in my life. And he says, never go into hospitals. Never walk into it. I never walk into hospitals now because I ran into Grant Cardone saying that. He says, in hospitals, they're all people who are sick. Why you have to be around sick people? Make common sense, bro. No matter what, you understand? It makes common sense, you guys. That's a much better way to say it. Make common sense of your life. Be a person who is far looking above and beyond. Now there's an artist called Above and Beyond. You understand? And I'm always above and beyond in life. So that's why no matter what, you need to surround yourself with people who you trust. And when you're trusting somebody, you're seeing the trust in them. You're seeing that they are teaching you. Do you see that I've taught you something in this video? I hope that you say yes. Otherwise, you're never seeing in what I'm saying. Otherwise, you need Jesus. You understand? So, no matter what, keep reading on anyway. Make sure you keep reading on. Make sure that you're, no matter what, that you're still powering through my content and that you realize to repeat this video another 20 times until you do get it. So what are you trying to get? You're just looking at the truth in my words. Repeat the video anyway, 5 times. Go see the truth in my words. Repeat it 5 times again. You realize each and every time you repeat my video, you'll see the truth in my words one more time. You understand? You make more sense, and once you see my truth will go to your truth. You have a bigger truth. You have a bigger belief in yourself. And that belief in yourself will inspire you to go and take action. You see, I just learned that because I just applied it into video and I just own up to it. You have to own up to a life. You have to own up to life. Guys, I have 55 followers now. I have 55 followers. No matter what, guys, I have over 3 years of content. I have over 2 years of content inside my mega drive right now in terms of where you can get started in life. Over my lifetime, guys, you have to realize you have so much more content with me. No matter what, I'm never lying. I'm just speaking in regards to my truth. My truth has set me free, and I speak the truth always. I never lie about what I'm doing or how I'm getting around the world. You understand? I'm never a person who lies now. I'm never a person who works a 9 to 5. Why? I reevaluate my decisions. I never think that I'm right. That's how you do it. I never think that I'm wrong. Why? I self-reevaluate every action that I take. I self-reevaluate my life. I reevaluate my decisions, who I am. I question myself. Reevaluation and to self-reevaluate is to question yourself. It's so simple. Do you see the truth in what I'm saying? All I'm doing is I'm connecting the dots. Do you see that? Now, Dr. Wayne Dyer told me this. He says, I can see clearly now. What does he mean? He says, in order for you to see the truth, you need to see it. In order for you to make sure that you are going the Tao, because no matter what, Dr. Wayne Dyer will teach you the Tao. And Dr. Wayne Dyer is a person who studied the Tao for over 12 months. And he learned that you can never be a person in terms of life who is going one way. You need to realize that there is only this way, which is one way. You understand? So you can never really grasp what you're really saying, but you can really see what you're saying. So it's the power of contradiction, as Osho says. Osho says you can never go one way when you have to also go the other way. You understand? Do you see that truth right there? Do you understand that? That's never the way to say it. You understand? That's never the truth. The truth is that you must see the truth, but you can never explain it. That's the contradiction that Osho says. Do you see that truth? Do you see how I just changed from one place to another? And that's the Tao that Dr. Wayne Dyer is saying. See, you have to give it a pause a bit so you can really see it. Now, do you understand? Now, I'm never trying to lie. I'm never lying in life. When I lie, I reevaluate what I say and I bring it back into contradiction. As Osho says. Osho says contradiction is how you grow. You're bouncing from one way to another. Do you understand what I just said? That's the way to say it. You can see the truth. You're bouncing from one way to another. You're bouncing from word to word. You're never sticking on one word. You understand? What do they mean? It means expression of mind. It means, hey, you need to see the truth. You never be stuck on words. You never believe words. That's all it means. Dr. Wayne Dyer says the same thing. You see the truth. Osho says you see the truth in contradiction. That no matter what, somebody can be saying something. You can see the truth already of who they are. Once they walk through the door, you can be very, very certain, yes you can be sure in life, you can, that person can be a serial killer. And you need to see the truth in that. You need to see, hey, it may be very dangerous over here, I have to go. You understand? I get a feeling sometimes that somebody in my life who has spoken to me can kill me. And guess what? I stay away from them. Now, will I mention a name? I never have to. Why? That's my truth. You understand? Your truth can be something so amazing, and it is. You understand? That's the contradiction in that. That's you seeing truth. You have to see the Tao. That's the Tao in action. You understand what the Tao is? You can never describe it. The contradiction of life, you can never describe that. Do you understand? Do you understand you can never describe contradiction? You honestly have to see now that you can describe contradiction. See, that's the contradiction of what I've said. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, that contradiction is a term where you can grow. And to see the Tao, you really can never see the Tao. Because the Tao is always. The Tao is no ways. The Tao is the truth. The Tao is the truth. You see the truth. You see the Tao. You only see the Tao. You never explain the Tao. How can you explain the Tao? You can never explain it. Are you able to explain contradiction? You can. You can see the contradiction. Contradiction is a term in words where you're really, really speaking to learn something. That's what it is. And that's a self-reevaluation tool. So when I'm speaking inside my video, what I'm really teaching is contradiction. I'm also teaching myself how to contradict, go back on words, but make sure to teach you the best truth of what my truth is. Understand? So do you see the truth in that? Do you see that my words are saying, do you see, do you see, do you see? Do you see that? Do you see that making common sense? I make common sense because I lead you from one place to another in terms of seeing, which is seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. People will believe you when they see you. You have to make people see you in order for them to trust you. When people can never see you, they'll believe that you are a sinner. They'll believe that you're leading them astray, that you are a criminal, that you are somebody nasty in life. You have to be a person who is never nasty and that is always a person that's lifting other people up. You lift people up and you move on from your conversation. Why? Because that way you'll never be irritated, you'll never be a person who's losing. You'll always be teaching something and you'll always be moving forward. Now that's all got to do with self-contradiction, which is also reevaluation. Do you understand? It's all contradictory terms in terms of the Tao. Let's see the truth now. The see the truth part is a self-reevaluation in what you're saying. Do you understand? No matter what, you can never describe the truth anyway. That's a contradiction in there. Because no matter what I say, no matter how much you try to describe the truth, you can never really put your word on the Tao. You can never put your word on the truth. You understand? You can only see the truth. You can never put your word on the truth. You just have to go and do it. Now, when you're doing the truth, you'll see it. Do you understand? You'll see the truth when you do it. Yes, you will. Do you see that? Do you see that it makes sense? When you're doing the truth, you'll see it. When you're never paying attention to the truth, then you're never seeing the truth. That's the common sense in that. Now, what's the common sense in that? It's the ability for you to connect the words. The more you connect the words with the words, with the words, with the words, with the words, you understand? I'll put some dubstep in that. The words. Understand? You have to understand that you need to describe yourself better. You need to describe your words better. You need to be a word freak in life. You need to be a word nerd. I'm a word nerd. I'm a person who relies on my words to grow. I'm always a person who's relying on me. My words are me. You understand? Yeah, that's the truth in that. So I have to better my words to better me. What you speak is who you are. You speak negatively, you become a negative person. Who you surround yourself with, you speak like them. You understand? So you see the truth there? Who you surround yourself with is how you speak. That's why I live alone. That's why I travel the world alone. Do you believe that the crowd will follow you? Nah. The crowd will never follow you. Those people who are thousands of people in your life following you? Never. Believe me. No matter what, you have to realize that you need to see the truth now. I said the truth right there. Those people will never follow you. Why? They have to follow themselves. You leave the town, they'll never follow you. They'll never contact you again. But they give you alcohol. You understand? Now you may be a person who's giving you alcohol. You understand? I'm never judging you. I may have judged you there. But realize this, no matter what, you may be a person who's drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes, or doing drugs, or with people who never read. You understand? People who never read will never teach you anything. They'll never teach you anything. They may teach you some worldly aspects, and maybe just a little bit of value in terms of something, but never really to get you above the $1 million net worth. You understand? So, to be able to be around those people who are drug addicts, you need to realize that you'll degrade yourself there, and they'll give you alcohol and they'll say, you must drink it to be my friend. See the truth there? Why? Because if you never drink alcohol, you never be part of that group. Would you rather be part of 7 people, or would you rather be part of something bigger, where people are naming you as one of the best in the world in terms of your life, in terms of everything that you're doing, and that you contribute the most, and that you have thousands of people in life where you can really succeed. You understand? So when you have thousands of people in your life where you can really succeed, they're watching you, they're giving you a standing ovation. Do you need that? Or do you need 7 people who are in a bar every single week drinking alcohol and saying, here's your alcohol, make sure you drink it, you idiot? Do you need those people in your life? Nah. You understand? You need people who are loving you. Guys, I was that person. I quit alcohol. Guess what? Happened. Those people rejected me right away. They rejected me. They said, get lost. They said, do you know what? Do you see what one person said? I'll show you now. So when you're actually showing, you're actually showing people to see. Do you understand? So no matter what, there's a person in the past who actually said to everybody, this guy never buys the table alcohol. You understand? Isn't that the best gesture?
to never buy them alcohol, and they talk in a negative manner. You understand? I never buy anyway. I only invest. So you have to realize that person gave me a bad reputation based on me never sharing those boys alcohol. Why? Because I was never drinking alcohol. Why would I waste my money on other people who never loved me? And then they go around speaking very badly of me and, so, let's say, backstabbing me. What for? No matter what, you have to realize there is no bad or wrong. In life, there's no good or bad. But realize that it makes no common sense about what they were saying. They're saying that I was a bad person for never killing them in terms of investing in alcohol, in terms of giving them alcohol. Why would I give them alcohol? I love them more than enough to just be with them. You understand? So you have to realize those people, as I'm saying, who you may surround yourself with who are drinking alcohol, may need you to do it also, so that so that they can be your friend and so that you can be their friend. You have to realize you never need those friends in the first place. What you need is people surrounding. You need yourself to surround yourself with me. You need yourself to surround yourself with people who are online who can really help you. Realize that you must be alone. You must be alone. You must be alone in life. You must realize to trust what you see only. Only what you see. Never believe words. Never believe my words. I need you to look deeper. I need you to look and see the truth in what I say. I need you to see. Use your eyes to see the truth. See the truth, because that will set you free. When you see the truth in this video, I promise you, you take action on something I've said. When you're inspired by somebody, you'll take action on what they've said. Now, Tony Robbins has been a person in my life who has actually made me cry twice. He's the only person and the only life coach on the planet who's actually made me cry twice. Why? He just has ability. He has an ability where he would say something and he would just tear me apart in terms of making me take action. You understand? He'll make me take action in some kind of way. And guess what? Here I am, the best I've ever been. Why? Because I've taken action based on what Tony Robbins has said. And he just really, really dug it into me. He said, if you really plan to be someone, you can never smoke cigarettes, man. Like, you can never overtake me. You can never be a person who just is as good as me. And I really seen that, and I said, oh. I started crying. I was like, wow. Based on that. That's the truth. Yeah, the truth. That's just honest. That's honest. Yeah, it's honest. And I really seen that. It's just deep. That I had to really, really dig in deep now. And I had to start really bettering myself. And then I learned on the way that no matter what, I'm never competing against Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins just lifted me up. But the reason is just that, because in that message, I've shown you everything. That because Tony Robbins was more, I felt the need to cry. I felt the need to cry twice. And because I cried, I started to realize I have to improve my life. Because I felt inferior. You understand? And that's what I do. That's what I do on a daily basis. I'm always a person who's really improving my life. So I just realized there's someone right here knocking at the door, so I will stop this video to approach that person. Now guys, no matter what, sometimes you have stupid idiots who are really gonna start knocking on doors in hostel and they're gonna say, hi, and they're gonna act psycho, do you understand? And you have to realize just to never even open the door in the first place and just do you. Do you understand? Because sometimes there are people who are psychopaths, such as that, who can really stab you. You understand? So realize that. And when I say realize that, I mean see the truth in that. Those people are abnormal. You have to make those kind of noises for no reason, knocking on the door saying those words. Do you understand? Now I'm never scared, because guys, you have to realize, I never repeat the same words twice. Realize this. A person who is realizing something much better in life through self-evaluation, really making sure that you are bettering your life
in all aspects of life, making sure that no matter what, you're a person who's really lifting yourself. You need to be a person who's always outgoing in what you're doing and always moving on from your words. So realize self-reevaluation will make you everything that you need to be. Be a person who's really, really living life and never be scared of anybody. You understand? Those people who try to really scare you in life are people who never self-reevaluate anything. They're people who are stupid, they're people who are losing, and they're people who are degrading themselves and drug addicts. Understand? So realize now, be away from those psychopaths, be with the readers who are the leaders of the world. I'm a reader. I have mentors. I read from them, what I see from them, I pass it on in the best way possible. Guys, trust in me. And when I say trust in me, I mean see the truth in me. Understand? Put yourself first, but see the truth to grow with me together. Let's do this journey together. Let's collaborate. Let's be business partners. Let's be somebody more in life. You understand? Let's be people who are making a bigger difference in life. Now realize you need to really improve your life. You need to really do something incredible. Really see that no matter what happens, those people who try to scare you are never your friends anyway. Never be around people who are stupid. You understand? Be around people who are really learning, really doing something about their business, really helping yourself to succeed in terms of helping you to succeed. Really help yourself see that life is on your side when you make it on your side. Make sure that you're ahead of the crowd by seeing the truth more, learn more, read more. You understand? You see more and more truth in what people are saying when you're reading more. You have to read more. You have to connect the dots. Guys, I read 5 years before I could really see the truth. At the age of 21, I went to Las Vegas. Before that, I had a journal. I had a journal at the time I went to Las Vegas. It was around June something. And no matter what, you have to realize, I'm a person who always speaks my truth. So I had a journal and I started writing in it, and I was very sick. I can see I was very sick in that moment. And I started to better myself. I said, I need Jesus in that journal. I remember. And I have photos of that journal. And it's in my exercise notes. No matter what, you can go see it. But you have to realize, I was saying something about some friends of mine. And I said, no, I'll never speak to them again. And I was an ice junkie back then. I was so nice. I just totally switched 180 and I said, get lost with those people. Now, no matter what, you have to realize that moment shaped me into who I am today. So I never blame myself for who I am. But I realized no matter what, I was very sick in life and I was just lost astray. You understand? Because of the world around me that was with me. So I was always believing other people and what they were saying. Never believe what people were saying, because those people never care about you in the first place. Now, do I care about you? I care enough about you, and more than enough about you, to give you value so that you can go and succeed. I make sure that you have the best information on the planet so that you can prosper and succeed with your family. Now, yes, I do care about you. You understand? I do care about you because you're here, you're studying with me, you're a fan of mine, you're supporting me, and you're giving me value. How? You're watching me with your time. Your time is valuable. Okay, my time is valuable. So I make sure to be only with people who are valuable. Now, guess what? I never expect anything from my mentors either. But guess what? When I see them, when I write them value all the time. Because only people who are growing with you are your true friends. I realize Grant Cardone, Brian Tracy, Jim Rohn, all these guys are only my friends when I grow. You understand? Otherwise, when I'm dying, guess what happens? I'm never dying. But say a person who's dying will never ever be friends with a person who's growing. You understand? When you're growing, you're the positive side. When you're dying, you're the negative side. There are two types of people. There's a positive person and there is a negative person. Pick your side. There is a black wolf, there is a white wolf. The one you feed is the one you are. You understand? No matter what, realize that you're always quoting yourself the best, doing everything that you can to the best of your ability. Do and work as you go. Do something amazing for yourself. Realize that you need to do better every single day to prosper, to grow, and to really exercise your mind in your journal. Write it in a video. Write it in a video. Do it in an audio podcast. Do what works for you. You have 3 types of ways to really self-evaluate and re-evaluate your life. It's the same word. Realize You reevaluate in audio, video, and writing. Quotes, it's writing. In a sense, no matter what, you have to realize everything you do in life is writing it. You're writing your own chapter every single day. You can also write physically and electronically. You understand? Write with what works for you. I suggest you do it in an electronic phone because an electronic phone is easier. Guys, I wrote 1,000 pages in an exercise book physically. And yes, it helped me. It helped me get into the point where I had to do it electronically. It was much easier because I never had to carry a book around with me. I just do it with my phone. And no matter what, I also have a mirror where I can actually look at myself and do a video for you, which is amazing. And no matter what, I can also do some Tai Chi inside my video and make my actual camera inside my Samsung A20 my reflection, and I can actually pluck my eyebrows and make it my mirror. Do you understand? So that's a beautiful life skill I've learned along the way. So how did I do that? I reevaluated a better technique for myself. I make sure that I dig into my words, and what I've written down, I make more words out of what I've written. I paraphrase this massive essay and I make it into a bigger essay 10 times that. Do you understand? So make sure no matter what, when you're writing a sentence, pick out a word from that sentence and write another sentence. From that paragraph, pick out 3 words and write about those 3 words. From that essay, pick out 5 sentences and really dig into it. Is it that simple? That's simple. You understand? Go and write ebooks. Go write 1 chapter. Okay, write 1 chapter. Once you write a book, you've self-reevaluated, you've accomplished something in life. You understand? Once you accomplish more and more, you realize you become better. You become more effective. You become a greater person. Guys, if you meet kids, no matter what, you have to realize you need to be more. You need to really own it. You need to really do it. To be able to do it, you need to become secure. You need to be a person who's content. You need to be a person who has a mindset to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. You need to be a person who can have 9 kids and 10 kids and 20 kids and be at the top of the fame in the food chain today. No matter what, there is no food chain today. Realize that. But I mean, no matter what, I'm better but I mean that you need to be at the top of the life sequence of your life. You understand? Now realize this, that see how I contradicted my terms? That I named the food chain something else now. No matter what, I am a person who's always growing. I'm always skipping ahead in terms of my life when I need to. Now what does that mean? I need to really self-evaluate myself to never really skip my heartbeats, but realize to skip my mindset in terms of a smarter way. I need to be a person who's always thinking smarter, always doing smarter things, always doing something smarter. What's the smartest aspect of my life in daily life? Is just to grow. It's just to be better than yesterday. So how do I do that? I need to write it down. I need to put in audio. I need to put in video. Tony Robbins says the best way to do anything in life in terms of content is do it in video. I see Grant Cardone right now. He's doing real estate evictions and something else in his title. He just posted a video. Understand? So I'm always following Grant Cardone. Every time he posts a video in YouTube, I see it. Now, in terms of me, guys, you will see a video from me every single day for the rest of the 73 years and over 73 years that I live life. You understand? All you need to do is you need to tune in every single day. You understand? And you need to tune into my Instagram also, so you can see what I'm doing. Guys, realize this, when you have support, when you have mentors, when you have somebody really growing you, who's really a father figure, you understand? You can call me Uncle D. You understand? No matter what. You can see Greg Cardone is Uncle G, I'm Uncle D. You understand? And no matter what, you have to realize now that you need to be a person who's far outweighing everybody else. So be a person who's really growing yourself, really doing something to inspire everybody else. You understand? Am I copying Grant Cardone? No. Why would I be copying Grant Cardone? Because he's an Uncle G, I'm the Uncle D. I'm Uncle Delicious. No matter what, guys, realize this. You need to be something amazing. Okay? Be something amazing in terms of life. Be a life sequence, something above the stars. Because above the stars, guys, you see Mars, you see something called the Milky Way. When you see something amazing, you'll see something called Let's Grow. You understand? So guys, that's just a metaphor. Okay, metaphors are beautiful ways for you to really apply information.
That's a really amazing way to really self-evaluate everything. So never be a person who's sarcastic or jealous about a person who's making a poem about a metaphor. Understand? Use more poems in your daily life. Write some poems. It's the best way to use metaphors. It's the best way to use similes. It's the best way to use alliteration and vocabulary, and also become a greater writer and a greater script writer, whatever you need to be. Guys, writing will make you do it. Producing something in life, produce music, produce something. But realize this, that you need to write it down first. Guys, I'm a music producer also. Guess what I do? I have to reevaluate what I'll do before I even go into the computer. I never just go into the computer and start digging into problems. What I do is, say I have a music production tool and I have a laptop. First, I must realize that I have the laptop now, and I see the laptop, I open FL Studio, for example, and then I see I have to write now. So what are some techniques where I can write my reevaluation tools to be able to accomplish my goals? So my goals are just go and let's see what never to do inside my FL Studio. I open up the FL Studio, okay, I'll stay away from this side on the left, or the scroll bar on the left, so that I can realize that I can do better just doing my kick now. Why? Now when I'm doing my kick, I'll make sure to stay away from this knob, I'll make sure to stay away from this knob, I'll stay away from this knob, and I'll go do what I can. You understand? That's the best way of life. Go do what you can. Never do what you've never learned. So out of the 99% out of the 100% of the FL Studio and the music producing software that I have no clue how to do, guess what? I can see what I have to do. Anyway, I just go do what works. It's so simple. You understand? So when you do what works, when you see what works, you realize the truth in that, and the truth shall set you free. Guys, I see I can travel the world worldwide forever. I'll go do it because it works for me. How do I do it? I make sure no matter what, that in the long run, I'm producing content, I'm giving you value for free, I'm becoming a star. Yeah, I'm becoming a star. You understand? Become a star, you deserve it. You understand? And if you're laughing at that, you have to realize never to laugh at that. Become a star. Be a star of your own movie. You understand? It's honest. Never laugh at people who need to be a star. People are teaching you, people are really satisfied in terms of growing. You need to grow more. You need to realize that fame is on your way. You need to see it. You need to believe it. You see it first. You need multi-millions of dollars. You need to see it first. That's your why. Understand? The why is your truth. The truth will set you free. First you see it, then you'll believe it. You understand? You never believed anybody's words. You never believed something that someone said before you see it. Go and see it first. What are they saying? And see, do you trust that person? Because many people can tell you right through their first expression and their first impression of how they look, who they are. So what is the first impression of the mind? The first impression may be their Instagram. What are they posting on the Instagram? Who are they? Are they famous? Are they really famous? Are they multi-millionaire dollars? Are they a multi-millionaire in life? Do they have a multi-millionaire lifestyle? You have to see that. You have to see, are they someone popular? How many followers do they have? Now that all is in recognition. Now when people see me and I have 55 followers, guess what? In their eyes, they'll never trust me. They'll never trust me, do you understand? But when they see my Instagram photos, my branding photos, they'll be like, damn, now I deserve more than 55 followers. But guess what? Because the world out there never trust me, guess what? It's on them to make me famous now. It's never on me. Do you understand? Because on me, I'm already doing my part. I'm already doing my part. Now it's their turn to do their part. They have to go share me around now. I'm doing the content for free anyway. What can I do? If the outside world never needs you to be famous, you'll never be famous. Do you understand? It's out of your control then. It's out of your control. Do you understand? So what can you do to make it in your control? You just realize, you go do you. You just go do your work for free. You just go do whatever you need to do. You go follow the truth. And that truth will set you free. Whatever that truth is for you, you have to go follow it. Because that is your reevaluation tool. You go write your truth down on paper, you write it into a video,
You write it everywhere in life. You tell the truth everywhere to people. You tell the truth. You tell the truth. You understand? When you see a person who's fat, you say, you're fat. You say you're fat. Look at you. You have to improve your life. Yeah, you say the truth, even when it hurts. You understand? You hit the spot. Yeah. You understand? No matter what, you need to say the truth. Never be ashamed of that. When you're watching something pornography in terms of life, making sure that your secrecy or something this way, make sure you expose it right away. Never be in secrecy in the first place. Never be ashamed. Never be shy. Never be in anxious thoughts. When you're in anxious thoughts, you need to reevaluate even more. When you're worried about finances, when you're worried about problems, you need to write it down. You need to put in a video. You need to really self-evaluate what you are doing in life. You need to really plan your life out. You need to really go into your schedule, go into your mindset, go into your daily life, go into your family, and write it down. Everything about your family, about your schedule, about your work, about what you need to do. Start planning your life by yourself. Write it down. And you need to start asking yourself questions. Go into my life coaching toolbox inside my Mega Drive, and you'll find 200 questions that you can ask yourself on a daily basis. You can also make sure, no matter what, that you can really live life by living more. Go and find out how to do better. You understand? And you do it in your journal. You make sure no matter what, you're always living your life. You're always doing what works. When you speak something, speak what works for you. When you're teaching something, speak what you can teach, and speak what teaching works for you. Speak what is teaching you. What is teaching you? You're teaching you. So you need to realize you speak what you teach of, and that you live it. So you have to speak what you're teaching. Speak what you're teaching, and that way you can actually live life. You can always live life by teaching more. So realize I may have made some mistakes in my future, in terms of I never make mistakes in my future because I have only this moment. Now realize this, there is no future, there's only this moment. There's no past. Realize there is always this moment, and the friction is in the future and the past. Realize that. What's friction? Friction is pressure. Okay? If you are a person who is living in the future, you're a person who is dying. If you are in the past, you're a person who's dying. The past and future is the wrong and right mindset. You need to be in the middle, in the growth mindset. So think about life as superior, growth, superior. So inferior, growth, superior. Understand? Be the person who's just growing. You're never superior, you're never inferior. People automatically, when they see you, they may even be superior, they may be feeling superior to you. They're the people who are right-minded. Do you understand? They're never your friends. Then there's people who feel inferior of you. They're the jealous people. You understand? Now, guess what? The right-minded people are jealous. The wrong-minded people are jealous. Because guess what? You never be superior to anybody. You never be superior or inferior in life. What you do is you be a superior to yourself. You understand? You be a person who is better than yourself. You're never trying to conquer other people. But guess what? Through your success, you're dominating other people. You understand? You're conquering people through your success. That's the whole point. You never go and dominate somebody else. But you dominate yourself, and that way you grow to a level 20, and another person's a level 10 in their success. And guess what? The level 10 has to look at you. Do you understand? And then that way you are dominating everybody. You're superior in that way. You're superior in dominance in terms of your success in life. But you're never really going up to the person and saying, you're small. You understand? You're never saying you're small or that you must be put to the side. You treat people with respect. Equalness is everything. So when you're equal and dominating in success, you're dominating only your world. You're never dominating anybody else. You're dominating through your own success. Success leaves clues. You understand? When you see a person who's branding themselves so beautifully and they have 55 followers, you can ask yourself some questions there. What's happening here? Why does this person only have 50 followers? You understand? So realize this, no matter what, you guys are in control. And you need to be in control even more. I'm in control of my life. So I'm always looking for better ways to do anything. Guys, before this video, guys, I had the chance to go and grab my money from the bank. Guess what I've done?
I came to the toilet, as you can see my water bottle. I came to refill my bottle of water and just go. I said, hey, Danny, are you able to do a video right now for 2 hours? You understand? I just got out of the bed. I got out of the bed to go grab my money, and it's 12:08, at 11:08 or 11 something. Guess what I done? I came in the toilet to refill my bottle to go grab my money. And I sat here and I said, 2-hour video or money? I said 2-hour video. Here I am doing a 2-hour video. Did it work out? Oh yeah, it worked out. Understand? I'm very motivated. Now I'm doing 3 hours a day, very easy. I can do now 5 hours a day. Very easily. Why? Because I see my truth. I self-reevaluate everything on camera now. I'm a person who just branded myself. I've been a person who started videos 1 minute each. I was doing 1 minute each of videos. I was doing a video for 1 minute each. I made 500 episodes. And 500 episodes had, each episode had 1 minute. And then I put that 500 episodes into 5 videos of 60 minutes each. You understand? I combine them all together. I put it into my motivational series. You understand? Now I just motivate people. And I make sure to do my how-to series. I continue. My how-to series is also my motivational series. My motivational series, and I just do my motivational series based on where I am in life. I may do a 1 minute video somewhere in life. I may do 5 minutes over here, 1 minute over there, 10 minutes over here, 6 minutes over here. I combine them together, I have a 4-minute video. That's my motivational series. I just call it my motivational course about life. Do you understand? So every time I do something, I'm always teaching life. I'm always teaching a better way to grow. I'm always teaching what I can do much better. When you have something, for example, videos inside a folder, you can also create yourself a nice little PDF file, say read first, and guys, then you say, no matter what, those people go into your read first section, they see what you wrote, or you can do a video, say, based what is your motivational course all about. And guys, it's all explained right away. Make sure you're always explaining something. When you're explaining something, that's going to teach, because only something teaches. Nothing teaches nothing. You need to teach something. Teach something. Say something. When you're saying something, you're teaching something. When you're saying nothing, you have nothing to teach. You have nothing in you. You have no love in you. Do you ever see those people who say nothing much? When you ask them daily, they say nothing much. Those people are bored. They have nothing to do. The first word is nothing. You understand? But the people who answer something, for example, how was your day? Oh, today I had a beautiful day because today I really learned. Oh, now you're sparking attention for the other guy or woman to ask you more questions. You're very interested in life. But say you ask a person who is never interested in life, and you say, how was your day? Nothing really good. Or they'll say, not bad. I'm better than not. You understand? And no matter what, you have to realize, never speak as they do, but that's the truth. The truth is truth. I'm better than but. And that's the way you say it. You don't even have to say that. All you say is, you see the truth in that. So what you realize is, those people who say nothing much is happening in their life, or something like that, they're just bored. They just say, what are you doing? They're more interested in you than themselves. Be a person who's more interested in yourself than them, rather than a person more interested in you than themselves. I was recently speaking with my biological dad via Skype in WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is a Skype also, and WhatsApp is an application in 2020 where you can video record with people across the world, anywhere where you are, and random people just came into my video. Why? They're more interested in me than themselves. You understand? I allowed them to do that. You understand? So you have to realize, never take anything into offense in terms of, never be offended by people, but make sure that you're on the offense about everything. Be on the offense about your videos, about what you're doing, and just be your own person. Just be a person just growing. Be silent about your success. Understand? What is your silence about your success? It means you will far be the most inspirational person in life, and just people are yet to see it. And you just be silent about that. You just grow, and it will just happen. And as you grow, that's the journey. Enjoying the journey now to that point. That's the amazing aspect of life. I have people who are never watching me.
I love it. Do you know why I love it? And I never know why. You understand? Well, I only see why. I only see why. I never know it. How can you know words? You never know words. You understand? You never words. You see the words. Every single word I see, I understand it. I understand words. I see the words. I never know the words. What does a word mean? I never know the words. I just see the words. Well, I understand the words. I look to understand the words. I never seek to know the words. Is knowing and understanding the same? No. No, it's never the same word. Do you understand? Knowing is your ability where you think you know everything. Now, when you know everything, it means that no matter what happens, that you're a person who's really, really never interested in life. Never be that type of person. A person who knows everything is a person who's just, they're saying, what are you doing today? Oh, you think it's so right, aren't you? Oh, you think it's so good. You think it's so good. I get out of here, man. Those type of people, whereas a person who never knows anything is, hey, what did you do today? Oh, amazing, and what did you learn? And how did that work out for you? And that's amazing, and I have something going for me as well. Do you understand? There's something very different in those communications. One person is just neglecting you, while the other person is actually interested in you. Do you understand? You have to realize those terms. You have to really study dialect. You have to really study your communication. And how you do that? You see your communication. To see is to self-reflect. To see is to reevaluate who you are. Reevaluate every single word you say and say it in a better way. How do you do that? Do it in a journal. Do it on video. Do it in a video. You're never on the video, you're in the video. You see, I just done it. What did I do? I really self-reevaluated my words. That I'm never on the video, I'm in the video. Understand? There's a difference. There's a difference between being on something and being in something. Be a person who is really, really living life and really never around negative people. Because guys, negative people will waste your time. You may be having friends, you may have friends who are chasing women and chasing men. And they're going out drinking alcohol for 5 hours, 6 hours. And yes, they're going to make you comfortable. They're going to make you feel part of the crew. They're going to really say, I love you, man. You're my boy. Or she's going to say, I love you, girl. Come sleep over. Do you understand? You're going to really have those people in your life when you're surrounded with those people. In terms of those people are 99% of the world, so you may have them in your life right now. You understand? That way I never judge you. And no matter what, you realize now, those people you may go out clubbing with, as soon as you go to a nightclub, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time completely. Guys, I've been going to nightclubs, and well, guess what I've been doing? My friends are chasing women. Guess what? I had to go chase with them. They were leading me astray. Well, were they really? Guess what? I was also leading myself astray. Whose fault is it? Nobody's fault. Nobody's fault. They're leading me astray. I'm leading myself astray before. Do you understand? No matter what, you have to realize there is a reason that you live. You need to be able to never chase people. Go do your business. I was a person who also went to nightclubs on my own, and guess what I realized? I started to do quotes in nightclubs. I started to do videos in terms of, I started to do quotes and I started to do journaling inside of nightclubs. And I was just journaling quotes for a period of time, for about a good 4 months. A good 4 months, every single weekend. I'd go out once and just start journaling. Everybody else is hooking up around me, pashing, kissing, and picking up women, and they're having the dirty dancing going, do you understand? And they're just in each other's face and loving life in terms of what it looks like. It's like, it never even looked that way. It never even looked that way. It just seems that way in terms of what's happening. It never even seems that way. You understand? What really is happening when people go in nightclubs, guess what's happening? You see them, I already see them now. I see how they look like. They look terrible. They're kissing that they hate each other. That's how it feels. It feels that way, I swear. No matter what, I see it. Now, no matter what, yeah, I contradict myself again. That A, I'm not right about what I say. I'm not wrong about what I say. You understand? That's the contradictory terms that Osho taught me. Now, Osho is a person who is a spiritual teacher. He's a person that lived a great lifestyle. He lived a great lifestyle, and he's a teacher of a spiritual nature. You need to be around those people. You need to be around people who can teach you spiritual journeys in terms of life. There's Eckhart Tolle today that can teach you, and there's also Neil Donald Walsh, and there are many people who can teach you these spiritual aspects, such as me also. Guys, make sure that no matter what, you're always seeing the truth in what I say. Make sure you follow me in terms of life. Well, guess what? Guess what? Make sure you never follow me. You understand? Make sure you never follow me. Guess what? Do you know why? Because I never need your following. I never need your following. That's the truth in that. You see that? I never need you to follow me. I need you to follow yourself, but see the truth in me and follow just yourself. You understand? Never follow other people. I need you to follow yourself. I need you to see the truth in people, and I need you to see the truth in where you're going. Once you're seeing where you go and where you see the truth, then you can go see the truth more. You understand? When you're looking at the truth, for example, for myself, say in this manner, say I have to go to Great Canoe so that I can see the truth more. You understand? That works for me. Now, in that term, you go into your aspect of life, into who you're seeing, and you see the truth in that. But many people will never give you the truth. You understand? I can give you the truth by making you see it. You understand? That's preaching. That's preaching the truth. Go to people who preach the truth. What's truth? The truth is value. Grant Cardone for me preaches the truth in some aspects of life. And guess what? He does the truth always. He always does the truth. So I go to him. Why? Because he's valuable. I go where the value is. I go where the value adds are, as he says. Now I'm never fake. I'm never a fake person, but I see what I say, and I see the truth has set me free. Why? Because I speak it. I live it. And people are always scared of me when I speak the truth. A psychopath run away from me. Do you understand? Why? Because I'm a truth. I'm truth. I'm a truthful person. Hypocrites are scaredy cats. Liars are scaredy cats. The cheats, the manipulators. They're people who are running away from everybody in life. They're fearing life. They're really scared. Never be scared of a scaredy cat. Never be scared of a person who fears life and the truth. You understand? And who has no Jesus. Be a person who's self-evaluating your words so much that when you come to a contradictory nature, that you really advise yourself to grow from yourself. Nature in terms of self-afflicting yourself, never. Never self-afflict yourself. You understand? Make sure that you're a person who is growing in nature in terms of life, making sure that you're never neglecting yourself, making sure that you're never afflicting yourself. Afflicting is another word for a person who is advantageous. So realize this, to afflict something is to be advantageous in some aspects of life, never. So realize, no matter what, to be afflicted is to be impacted. Okay, that's what it means. So realize now that the word afflicted is really going to help you. It's going to help you, yes it will. So be a person who is afflicted by yourself to be an inspiration. That's what I was really meaning to say. Now yes, sometimes I have to learn my own words. I have to really learn vocabulary and meanings behind the words that I say so that I can really grasp my knowledge and what I say and my wisdom so I can really teach you. So realize no matter what, I've taught you already that aspect of life. Let's move on. Understand? So now what? Now, in order for you to move on from a conversation, you have to see that you're always having a conversation with the person, but you're realizing that in the conversation, the truth must set you free. Now, stick to the truth, see the truth. You always self-reevaluate your life, but only you'll do it inside a journal. You'll do it inside a video. You do it inside an audio. Do it inside communication with people in daily life, but see the truth of who everybody is. See the truth of everybody and who they are. When you see the truth of me, you'll see a person who's actually sitting here in the toilet for however long, teaching you something, and really, really looking better than yesterday. And he's a person that's really going to help you in the long run. You understand? Why? Because I already taught you something in this video. You have to go by that truth. You understand? So realize that that's the truth that I gave you. You understand? to really jot your thoughts down every single time is to plan ahead. Remember, planning ahead is everything. Planning is skills. Planning is something that's going to help you in the long run to succeed. Make sure you're doing it more and more. Make sure that you're the person in life always studying yourself, really living life, really moving on from what you say. Guys, realize that when you're doing videos, you take your time when you're doing 2-hour videos. I plan to do this video for 2 hours, so no matter what, I've taken my time in this. Understand? Otherwise, my 1-hour videos, I seem to rush it. Understand? This time, I have to lay back more. I have to really talk about it, everything in a longer perspective. So, the reason Tony Robbins can do longer hours in terms of seminars, he can go 8 hours and he can speak for 8 hours. Why? He's a person who can see the 8-hour journey. He says, hey, I'll slow down my communication so I can really speak for the long term. That's how you do it. You slow down your communication more and more. You realize there's no rush to speak. Realize that you can speak and elaborate more and more about what you say. Or when you're doing something in a 1-minute video, you have to rush it. You have to rush it. It is. And then when you're doing a 1-hour video, you will have to rush it quicker than a 2-hour video. Understand? When you're doing a 3-hour video, just at once, you have to slow it down 10 times the speed than this video. Why? Because the longer your video, the more you have to slow down for people. You understand? It's so simple. It just works that way. Now, I see myself doing 8-hour programs. It's very easy. All I have to do is conserve my energy throughout the public speaking seminar, make sure that no matter what, everybody understands me, making sure that I answer people's questions, and making sure that I just have a cruise in what I say. And I'm really comfortable on stage in terms of my growth. And no matter what, that's how you grow. You be comfortable in growth, and you never be just in comfort. Because no matter what, you need to be a person who's growing more, you be a person who's living more, because discomfort's going to get you there. Discomfort is maturity, remember that. People who are really mature are people who are growing, have the mindset, have the leadership and the skills to teach you something about life in self-education, such as my university. And people who are really teaching you aspects of life that you must benefit from. You must benefit your communication skills, your affluence. Do you see what affluence means? Now, never worry about life, but realize to never get yourself stuck in questions either. So never know, but realize that affluence is your ability to inspire yourself. So realize that the bigger your affluence, the more successful you are. Do you see the truth in that? Now that's your ability to really self-impose yourself into a better person. So to self-impose yourself is really, let's look back on what we said, which is a self-reevaluation tool, which is a self-reflection module, which is a self-awareness perspective. You understand? So these are all broad terms, you understand? Because we need to realize, no matter what, we need to speak broader now. It's about, let's think longer perspective. When we're speaking in a larger audience, for a longer period of time, we need to slow down our communication. And you realize that slowing down is the best way to do it. Now, when you're speaking at Toastmasters for 7 minutes, the whole point of Toastmasters, is realize, just get your information out there. Realize there is slowing down, but just realize, just get your information out there. You understand? No matter what, you need to be a person who just give the information as much as you can. When you are slowing down your communication, make sure you're slowing down your communication when you're actually doing longer seminars in life. Because a 7-minute speech, a 15-minute speech is quick. It happens quick. Do as quickly as possible. Honest. Do as quickly as possible. And now, there will be a time when they'll say, for example, your Toastmasters, say you're in Toastmasters, which is a public speaking program where you go and be in front of people and you speak a speech in front of them based on what you chose, based on the topic you chose, based on the topic they give you, and then you just pick the topic for yourself. And then they may say, slow down your speech. You only slow down your speech when you're having a 2-hour program, 3-hour program, 4-hour program. Do you understand? The longer your communication skills go, the slower you have to speak so that everybody understands you. Why? Because in the slow process of communication, you will grow even more. That's why you slow down your communication. You never slow down for anybody. Remember that. You're never slowing down for that person who said that. Just because they said that you have to slow down your communication, never means that you have to slow down for them. It means you need to slow down so that you can learn for yourself. Now, I was a person who was giving 7 minutes speech and more inside a Toastmasters event really fast, because that's how slow I can learn. Do you understand? So the slower your communication is also the faster you can go. You understand? So realize, no matter what, you need to think long perspective, but realize the faster you learn, the better for you. Now realize, you need to be learning faster and faster. So yes, slow learning is the best way to do about life and everything. Sometimes the more you actually learn, and actually the more you learn, the more you'll speak faster throughout the 8 hours. You speak faster, you just be a regular and an extraordinary person who can give a fast speech throughout the whole 13 hours that you do. You're just able to do this pace the whole time. And you're able to go faster. You're able to go faster when you push yourself. But realize that I have no need to push myself faster, because this is slow learning for me. Now, slow learning for you may be, for example, let's say for example, this one means this one means that one. It can be. Listen, I'm not teasing you. It's an example. There are people who learn that fast. They learn in terms of this sequence. And in this video, I've been speaking. That's my speed. You understand? That's my slow speed. Some people are at a speed of they're speaking. They're really slow in terms of their learning. You understand? So there's always a way for you to really improve your learning style by speaking more. You understand? So my rate right now and how I speak is this is my speed. Some people go they go slower than me. You understand? So realize, for me to be able to speak this way, I've practiced. I just put myself in front of the camera. I just realized I'm the best version of myself. Why not? Let's just go do it. I enjoyed the journey, and I've been traveling, and I'm enjoying it. I'm really loving life. Why? Because I can see through the truth. I can see the truth. You understand? Are you able to see through the truth? Yes, you are. You can see through the truth. The truth will never hurt you. But many people are afraid of it. You understand? Why? Because they never see it. They never see the truth. And then they're looking at the words of what people say. They're looking at the words and what people are saying. You have to realize, never cover your mouth as you speak. You understand? Because your brand is your face. When you're taking photos, I realized today, I was putting my hand over my nose, over my face. Never do that. Show your whole face all the time, as much as you can. You understand? Make sure you do it this way fast, or something in terms of life. Make sure you never cover your face anyway. Make sure your face is so beautiful, much more. You understand? Now listen, your whole body is beautiful. You understand? Your whole body is beautiful, but the reason I say this is so that you really improve your affluent skills. Be a person who's far inspirational. You understand? Improve yourself in all ways. You understand? That's how you do it. You realize that the more you can talk, the more you can walk the walk. And the more you can walk the talk. Walking the talk is everything. Walk the talk. Live in the moment. Living in the moment is seeing the truth. Living in the moment is dying to the past every single second. So seeing the truth is dying to the past every single second. Devote yourself in a toilet of a hostel in Perth to a 2-hour video based on how to reevaluate. Why did I choose those words? Just a nice, beautiful way for me to start a video. I just picked the topic. There's no cliche in the way I did anything. I have no cliches in life. I never stick to cliches. What's a cliche? A cliche is a fancy way of being negative. That's what a cliche is. A cliche is sarcastic and sarcasm behavior. Never be a sarcastic. Be a role model. A role model is a smartass. A role model is a person who's living life better than yesterday. A sarcastic person is a person who's neglecting themselves. A sarcastic person is a person who's worse than yesterday. A sarcastic person looks ugly. A smartass is smart. Dress smart. You understand? A smartass dresses smart. A smartass has a smartwatch. You understand? A smartass has a smartphone. Now, no matter what, you have to realize my smartphone is Samsung. Why? Because I'm a smart person. You understand? For me, a smartphone is any phone that can help me do business. That's the best way to explain life. Go where the smart people are. Go where smartness is. Go make your trip around Australia or around Europe the smartest way possible. When you're using your finances, when you're doing anything throughout life, do it in the smartest way. How do you do it? You plan it first into your paper. Do it and plan it first. When you're planning something, you plan it in a smart way. How do you plan? You just write your thoughts down. Is it that simple? That's so simple. You just write your thoughts down. Word by word, anything is a proverb. You understand? That's the way. That's an amazing one. That's my one. Daniel Wordage. A word by word, anything is a proverb. Little by little, anything is a miracle. That's also my saying. Brian Tracy says this. He says, inch by inch, anything is a cinch. And there's also Becky Lynch in WWE. And now what, guys, realize this. Give people a free promotion also. You understand? And you have to realize, always there's something more to say when you're smart about it. When you're actually looking through life, you're actually giving the truth in what you say. There's always a way for you to really never be scared throughout life. Never be scared, never be a person who is neglecting yourself. Be a person who's loving yourself. Be a person who's free. Be a person who is always self-reflecting upon your life, your family, your marriage, your friendships, everything that you have. Realize where you are right now is never where you need to be. You understand? You never need this right now. You need something more than this. You need more than enough. You never need enough in life. You need more than enough. You go for more. Why would you have enough when you need more than enough? You understand? Now, you need more than enough so that you can feel greater. You understand? When you have enough, you will never grow. Let's just put it that way. When you have more than enough, you'll grow. You always find more. Just keep getting more. Keep getting more. Keep being selfish for more. And when you're selfish for more, you grow more. You outlive people more. You'll be more healthier. You'll be more of a positive person. There's a quote that says, if you're going through hell, keep going. Why? Because that's what you chose. You chose to go through hell, keep going. You understand? And then you will eventually learn from it, if you ever do. You understand? That's what the quote's saying. It's leading you in one direction. I would say, with that quote, I would say, no matter what, if you're going downhill, make sure you learn from it. That quote's teaching you, hey, if you're going down, you can go down, but make sure you learn from it. That way you can always go up. That's another quote. It leads you two ways, though. Leads you one way. Leads you one way. Understand? No matter what, there's only one way of life, and one way is up. You have to realize one way is up, and no matter what, yes, I make mistakes. I'm a person who has flaws, but in my flaws, I perfect them. And you need to do that too. Perfect your flaws, and you'll be a more richer person. You'll be a better person from mindset. You have something incredible. You do something incredible. You realize, no matter what, when you're doing a video, you celebrate in the video. You do something according to what you can learn in the video. You do something according to how you can really learn fast, so that you can really see what speed reading is all about. Speed reading is all about self-reflection, self-reevaluation. Let's teach it. Let's teach it right now. I've been teaching it for 2 hours now. Understand? No matter what, you need to realize you need to be a person who's far greater than yourself. Realize that no matter what, my battery right now is on 5% and less at the moment, so it may cut out on me. I plan to get to the 2 hour mark, so maybe another 14 minutes. No matter what, guys, realize this. I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated to learning. I'm dedicated to growing. You understand? I realize no matter what happens, I'm always a person who's going to grow more. I'm always a person who's going to do more. And I have no worries in life. Why? I'm always growing. I'm always doing something according to a better way of life. I'm always doing something amazing. And you need to do that too. You need to be a person who's living in truth. You need to be a person who's actually living life.
doing something according to your behavior, doing something that's really going to help you move forward. That way, you're always going to be someone that's actually helping yourself to grow. You understand? When you help yourself grow, you'll find a better way to do it. That's why, no matter what, I have a charger here. Understand? This one's a 10,000 mAh charger where I can actually charge my phone twice. I have 2 portable chargers. I can charge my phone 3 times on the road. I have to have my phone because otherwise I can never self-evaluate myself. What I can do is I can speak with myself and learn with myself. But guys, I'd rather speak with myself and learn with myself, and you also. I'd rather learn with myself, speak with myself inside a journal while I teach you at the same time, because that way my business revenue is going up. You understand? While I teach you, I leave a bigger legacy. You understand? While I teach myself, I may just increase my own spirituality. I need to increase your spirituality. That's what this video is about. It's about, let's self-reflect. Let's be self-aware about what we're doing. And now, every video is going to give you something. You just have to keep tuning in. You understand? Now, when you're doing videos, you have to realize you need to be important. You need to be someone who's high self-worth. And that's how you self-reevaluate your life through a journal to make sure that no matter what, that you can be more self-confident. And that you can be more self-esteem in terms of having more self-esteem. Self-esteem is confidence. Realize no matter what, you need to be a self-driven person who is self-determined. Everything is happening with the self. Be self-aware. Be self-developed even more. Have self-consciousness. Have self-abundance, self-richness, self-love, self-integrity, self-honesty. You understand? So realize yourself is everything that you need in life. You need to be a person who's far greater than everybody else. Just make sure you're always self-reevaluating your life, making sure you're speaking about your life in broader terms. How you do that? You reevaluate in video, audio, and writing. Go do it in a quote. Use the 5-second rule. You understand? Use my quote techniques where, for example, I name a quote in terms, I write a quote down, pick one word from that sentence, go and teach it. I'm sure that you can see something in your life. You see? I'm never sure of anything in life. I'm never sure of anything in life. Why? I'm never sure. I'm a student. No matter what, that's how I am. And that's the certainty in that. You understand? You never need to be sure in life. You need to be a person who can grab a word from any dictionary. You need to be able to learn it. You have to be that type of person. You need to learn the whole dictionary in every single aspect of life. Learn the dictionary. The dictionary is your best friend. The more vocabulary you can speak, the more you can be self-conscious. The more you can be self-consciousness, the more you can be self-aware. It's all the same. We are only people that we are driven in terms of life when we are more self-reflecting of ourselves and what we're doing. When you're self-reflective upon what you're doing, you're boosting your attitude. You're actually increasing your vigor. You're actually increasing your strength, your power, your richness, abundance, your prosperity, your money, your finances, your love for yourself, for everything. Understand? Now, when you're doing it for everything, you're doing it for yourself, ain't it? Just remember that. You are more important than everybody else, so realize that this video is just the tip of the iceberg of what I can do. This is a magicianal video, do you understand? This is on point. I'm giving you the points right here. And there's always more points coming. You understand? I'm growing forever. I'm a person of truth. I'm rich or better. I'm always a person who sparks my interest. You need to be also a person who is interested in your life more than others. Because I am. I can do it, so can you. And it's never that you realize that I'm better than Eve. So no matter what, realize that you always, never self-doubting yourself. Say, I'm better than if. I'm better than but. I'm better than I'm better than not. Do you understand what that means? Because those words are lacking words. Those words are mentioned at the end of my I am statements, or better. No matter what, you have to realize, use or better at the end of your statements. Say, I am rich, or better. Never just say, I am rich. Jack Canfield told me that. He says, I'm rich or better. That way you may even forgive someone. You have anger towards someone, say, I'm rich or better. I just go somewhere else. You just forgive that person anyway. You said, I'm rich or better. That or better at the end of your I am statement can really, really help you.
So make sure that your statements are positive. I'm rich, or better. I'm rich will state that you're just rich. Now you can see you're rich. You're rich. You're a rich person. But I'm rich or better. I'm something more now. I'm better than Bob. That's a way for me to really self-reflect myself and say that I'm better than yesterday. And say so it's a positive prayer for me to say. I pray in daily life through growing. I pray through teaching. I pray through I pray through doing something. I'm always realizing, hey, I have more than enough time. I can do another 1 hour video here easily. I place my charger here and I can do it. I can do it. I realize I have to go to sleep also because this speaking is making me tired. But with practice, the more you're practicing, the more you can speak. And I realize my time is here and now to really give you something to think about. You have to realize there's always something in your behavior that you can do to really prosper, to really succeed, to really do something incredible. So realize today is your chance to really improve your life, to really see what you can do, to really see that you can succeed when you actually put your mindset into it. Go put your mindset into it. Go really grasp what I've really said in this video. Really teach yourself how to do it. Teach yourself how to write. Teach yourself how to do anything in this life. Teach it yourself, because otherwise you have to give people money for it. And I'd rather you learn it so that people give you money for it. You understand? When people are giving you money so that you can solve their problems, it's much easier than you giving other people your money to solve your problems. You go solve it yourself. You be a problem solver. A problem solver is an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is me. An entrepreneur is you. You understand? I'm never blaming you. I'm never blaming anybody. For our lives, guess what? We still have to be more anyway. Understand? I never have problems. I make sure that you never have problems. Why? I'm solving your problems each and every time in this video. Understand? Every aspect of life is solved in this video, right here. Do you understand? You can see that. You see that. Every single question that you have in mind, this video will solve your problem. Every single video I do is a life coaching program. It's a life coaching program. I'm a life coaching program in life to teach you every single method under the blue stars to make sure that you prosper and succeed in the Milky Way. Understand? Why? Because guys, we need to be more than the Milky Way. We need to be something greater. We need to be realizing that metaphors are life expectancy. Realize that now that when you're boosting your mentality, when you're speaking metaphors, when you're doing something incredible for mindset, they're really smart about it. They're really smart about it. Be a smart ass. Be a smart person. Be a smart Alex. Do you understand? Be a person who's really looking for the words to say and boosting people's attitude in some type of ideas that you can really give them some humor and really entertain them in a positive way that's going to lift them. Lift people by persuading them to really live life, to really succeed, to really do something incredible, to really give that home punch, give the home run. In every single video, make sure you're growing. You understand? Make sure you're doing something incredible. Make sure that you're looking in your life right now, what can you do to really succeed, and go and do it. See the truth in what you're doing. See the truth in who you are. You understand? Look at yourself in the mirror and say, are you looking through fear right now? See the fear in you. Understand? See the fear in other people. And make sure that no matter what, you're never controlled by people. When you're controlled by people, you'll never be a person who's living on your terms. So be a person who is always living on your terms so that you can really live life. Be a person who's traveling, who has the habits, who has the lifestyle, who's really able to. Make yourself able to. Go teach yourself how to do it. Go teach yourself how to be able to live life better. You need to do it. You need to teach it for people. You need to start your own education courses right now. Your own self-education courses. So because you need to teach it. You need to teach it. So when you're teaching it, you realize that no matter what, when you're teaching your self-education, when you're teaching your own mindset, you'll grow from it. It's your best learning journey. You need to do it alone. Nobody's going to do it for you. You can see I'm sitting here in Perth in a hostel called Backpackers Perth Central. Perth Central Backpackers. Here I'm sitting in the toilet here. Understand? I'm doing this video for 2 hours. Who's doing it for me? Nobody. Nobody cares about me except for me. Understand? So you understand that there's over 5,000 people in life that I've met in life in my past. Where are they? They're nowhere. You in my life. Why? I've been traveling. They never came with me. You understand? They only cared about me when they were giving me alcohol. You understand? They only cared about me when I was around drinking with them. They never messaged me. Guys, they look at my statuses. They just use me. You understand? They see my ideas. They see my ideas and they go and laugh at me based on what I say. They see my Instagram, all my branding photos, they laugh and say, who took those photos for him? You understand? And they say all these blabbing words. Now, questions are amazing. When people are asking questions, that's amazing. When they're asking questions, because that means they are interested about how you're living your life. But when they're laughing about, for example, who bought him that jacket, they're saying, you know what? It's never funny. There's nothing funny about that. They're looking at problems in terms of what I wear, and they're saying that other people got me my clothes, and somebody else spoke my video for me, or it's never funny. So no matter what, you realize now, those people who act that way, for example, or speaking negatively behind your back, in terms of they look at your Instagram and they go around speaking around people in their life about what is wrong with you. Guys, realize those are those people. There is no wrong or right. Let's just grow. Let's never focus on the crowd. Realize that the crowd will never fool you. I already said that. Your only friend in life is you, and I'm your friend for life as long as you grow. Otherwise, you'll be the person who's fallen below me. You understand? People who are below me are people who are never growing. People who are below me are people who never see the truth. I'm the person living in heaven right now. I'm living in heaven. There are people living in hell right now. I was a person living in hell. Why? Why? Because, guys, I believe the world around me. I never believe the world around you. See the truth only. You understand? Never even trust yourself. I never even trust myself. I just trust the truth. I just see the truth of life. That's the most honest answer I can give. I trust nobody. I never even trust myself. You understand? Why? Because I just see that the truth in everything I say is what I trust. I trust the person of truth. I see the truth in the person, I just go up to them. I just go up to the truthful person. No matter how they look, they can be a person who has one following month. As long as they're truthful, I trust them. Stick to the truth. Just because a person is popular in life never means that you just have to go to the popular person. Go to the people who are truthful. Never trust anybody. Never trust Tony Robbins. Never trust me. Never trust Grant Cardone. Never trust any of my mentors. But trust the truth. Are they speaking the truth? Go to the truth. The truth shall set you free. You understand? When you search for the truth, you realize the truth is you. You understand? Never search for the truth. Just see that it's you. See that truth is you. The truth is always you. The truth will set you free when you see that you are the truth. And then what you do is you walk the truth. You speak it. And you go to anybody who has the truth. Because the truth is value. You understand? Go to valuable people because they hold the truth. Everybody who is unvaluable is 99% of the world who never learns and who never teaches anything. I have a self-education university. People from the past are laughing at me and what I do. Why? There's no truth in them. You understand? So guess what? I can laugh at that. I can laugh. I can really laugh at that all my life. That they have no truth in them. You understand? I can laugh at them. I guess what I do? I just find the business anyway. I see how they're living. They were living a worse life than me. So you need to be a person who's actually living life to the best of your ability. Remember, self-reflect yourself, self-advise yourself how to live life. Make sure that you're a financial advisor, doing everything in your power that you can really self-evaluate everything in your life, including finances. Guys, realize self-reflection is the key to your success. Realize everything is born now, but you're always reborn when you're journaling. You're always learning. You're growing through your journal. You're planning in your journal. You're doing your journal in your audio, video, and content, as well as your audio, which is in your video anyway. Or you can do a podcast, just audio. As long as you're documenting some type of education, I promise you, you'll always be reevaluating. Guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.